If your spouse doesn't like taking pictures, this is the time to tell them this picture is important. And please do not Photoshop both of you together. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Funke Theresa, or Funke for short, and today I'm going to continue the UK spouse visa series that I've been doing, and the series today is the series 5, which is the relationship documents. So you guys, I know you guys have had a lot of questions to ask me in the comment section about the UK spouse visa, and to be honest, I am very flattered to know that my video is helpful enough for you guys to even have questions. So thank you guys for watching all of the first 4 series that I have uploaded. So I'm going to get right into it today. Like I said in my last video, the relationship document is as important as the financial document. The relationship document is the one that you use to like airtight, like you seal your visa application to the point where there is no doubt, because one thing you want to do is that you want to prove to these people that your relationship is genuine and this person you're coming to join is absolutely your partner. And for us, we actually went all out with the documents that we submitted, because we just didn't want any reasons for them to, like, you know, say they will need to interview us or something. We made sure that we crossed our T's and dotted our I's. I never got called for any interview. I want to list all the documents that were listed under our relationship documents. My husband had been married before for a short while prior to meeting me, so we included the decree of absolute that I got from the court that showed that his previous marriage has been dissolved. So if your partner, who is the sponsor, or you, the applicant, have been in a marriage before, you need to add your decree of absolute as part of your relationship document to show that you're not still married to another person, because that is a huge red flag if that is not sorted out. Second is boarding passes, air tickets, receipts, and pictures of applicants and sponsors on the trip to Dubai, December 2018. We specified the exact day that we met in Dubai, and we showed this proof that we have actually seen face to face, because a UK spouse visa relationship document requires that you have seen your spouse face to face before. I mean, how do you know if you want to get married to this person forever? Even if you've been talking for 5-6 years, you need to show like 2 occasions that you guys have seen. One, maybe the first time you're meeting, and secondly, the times you guys got married. At least 2 occasions is enough, I believe. 1 is not really strong, and I wouldn't advise to do that in order to not risk your visa application being rejected. We also included sponsors visit to applicant. So all of the time that my husband visited me while in Nigeria, we included all of it, all of the boarding passes and all of the air tickets for each time he came to Nigeria to see me, up until the time that we did our wedding, because it was after our wedding that I came to join him. We included all of it, so there was we didn't leave any stone unturned. So we included the actual ones, not photocopied one, the actual boarding passes and tickets. So if you are in the process of doing spouse visa now, whatever receipts you know you can keep, the actual ones, try and keep them, look for them, find them. You need to show them the originals. The next thing we added was pictures from all of the visits. So now we just didn't say to them, look, this is our boarding passes, this is our air tickets and all of that. We included pictures. If your spouse doesn't like taking pictures, this is the time to tell them this picture is important. Okay, so we printed the picture in colored, not white and black. I'm going to include it on the screen somewhere so that you can see how it looked like. We printed it on an A4 paper. I personally did all of the pictures on Microsoft Word. I wrote date and subtitles, sponsor and applicant at so place, at so place. This is also what you can also do when you print out your picture. Make sure you label them and say this is sponsor and applicant enjoying a lunch at a restaurant or something. Also, it is important to make sure that you do not include offensive images. You don't include offensive pictures or private pictures of you and your spouse. Please do take note of that, and please do not Photoshop both of you together. Other pictures we included was a picture of the day I got engaged. We included picture of my husband kneeling with the ring, giving it to me. We included pictures of our friends that were there, and we included a picture of the ring of me, like, and my husband together with the ring on my finger. And we also make sure that we included the receipt of the ring. Yeah, that is important. We make sure we included the receipt of the ring. That's what I said. Whatever receipt you have, ensure that you include it there. My husband and I rented an apartment when I was in Lagos while he was coming to visit me, and that was before we got married. And on the receipt we got from the estate agent, and on the agreement our both names were included. So that gave a proof of us being that we have lived together for a while, if that makes sense, and we showed that we were exchanging finances and we're doing things together. And we showed that we also showed the agreement and the receipts we got from estate agent that we rented an apartment together. Also, I don't think you need to do this if you don't rent an apartment together. We just did it because these are the things that we did. So but if you rent an apartment together with your spouse, not that my husband was living with me, but whenever he visited, this was the apartment that he came to. So that's somewhat kind of, and whenever he comes, he stays like 1 week, 2 weeks. So that's somewhat sort of like living together, if that makes sense. All right, another one included was screenshots of video call between applicant and sponsor. So the video call that both of us did, either on FaceTime or on WhatsApp, we screenshotted each other while talking to each other, but we made sure that we were both dressed up. You know, we made sure that whenever we are video calling, we both dressed up because we know we are going to take a screenshot. You know, that was intentional. Even if I was not dressed up before, I had to go dress up, you know, to make sure that we intentionally get a video of us screenshotting whereby the date is showing as well. We also printed that on a A4 paper in colored form, and we included subtitles on it. WhatsApp screenshot of sponsor and applicant having a conversation. We did all of this. We also included screenshots of video call logs and voice call logs of sponsor and applicants, not video screenshots. That is different. Call logs, like, you know, when you want to check your logs now, the called at so time. We screenshotted different dates in each month from December to January, from January to December. We screenshotted from each month to make sure that it is showing plain and simple that truly we are talking. There's included screenshot of WhatsApp chat and the exact chat between sponsor and applicant. So the conversation that my husband and I were having, we included some of the conversation, the one that we were lovey-dovey, we included that. Some of it what we're talking about the application process. Some of what we're talking about the wedding planning, which is important. Some of what we're talking about is travels, and when it's coming again, we included that. Nothing crazy though. We didn't include any crazy chats. Okay, be sure to not include any crazy chats. They are not ready to see any of that. We also did one clever thing though. The photographer that took pictures of our pre-wedding pictures uploaded it on Instagram. All these wedding and marriage vlogs on Instagram, they also reposted the pictures, and when they reposted it, we took a screenshot of those people and the people commenting and people that knew us commenting. We added that as well because we just didn't want to leave any stones unturned. I don't think you need to do that, but we did that because sometimes you get people tell their story, and you get people tell a story about how they've been separated for more than 4 or 5 years, and just because they are being rejected many times from UK spouse visa application. To you, it might seem like a silly thing, but people get rejected for the most mundane things. We also included applicants and sponsors letters. So the applicant and the partner needs to write like a letter to say a reason why they think they should be granted this UK's visa and about the relationship. You know, talk about if you're truly in a relationship with someone, you should be able to say 1 or 2 things about them. Really, for me, I went overboard because I'm such a talkative. I wrote such a long note. I'm pretty sure the person I was reading was like, you know what, I don't even care about what this guy's saying. I wrote a long letter, but I just made sure that I was quite thorough. I talked about how we met, where we met, how we, you know, all of the things that we did together. I talked about wedding, who he is to me, and why I would like to join him, and how it would be of importance for us to be together. You know, emphasis on showing that it is important for both of you to be together, because that is the whole point of a settlement UK spouse visa. Also, my husband wrote his own letter. I was very straight to the point. His own letter. You know, men, they don't like too much stress, but you know how we women roll. So he went straight to the point, and he said the reason why he wants me to come and join him. He mentioned how we met. Also, he mentioned how what our relationship, how important our relationship is to him. So those are the things I think you need to add into your letter. Important for it to appear genuine. So we got support letter from my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my husband's friend. Mother-in-law talked about how she's aware that I'm a daughter-in-law, and that she came to Nigeria from London for our wedding. And my husband's friend, who came all the way from Switzerland to Nigeria for our wedding, talked about his presence at the wedding. So if you can get people, your friends and your family, maybe 2 people to write a letter to support your letter, that would be fantastic. We also included our wedding pictures from at Ikeja registry, and wedding reception pictures, whatever things we did at the wedding, we uploaded. We gave them loads of pictures. Some people say don't add too much pictures, but we went all out. What are they going to do anyways? Is that they take it off, they don't look at it, or they look at it and say, okay, fine, I'm convinced enough. So for me, I feel like for us, it was just like, let's do it, and if they don't want it, then they don't want it, but at least we know we've provided it. And probably this is the reason why we didn't need a lawyer, because we were thorough ourselves. So let me forget this. We also included wedding souvenirs. The souvenirs that was at our wedding, we included the images of it, like the bottle that was made, the book that was made as a souvenir. Forget this. This is our invitation card for our wedding. We included one of this as well. You know, it had all the details of the wedding. We also included our marriage certificate, of course, which is very, very important. Your marriage certificate that you get from the registry. Somebody was asking me in the comment section, they did the traditional wedding like 4 months back, and then they did the registry wedding like 4 months later. That which of the dates will they write? The wedding that is mostly recognized by the Home Office is the registry one, because that's the one you get the official letter. And she also mentioned that she did the church marriage where she got the church certificate. And I said to her, I believe the registry certificate, we have a stronger oath than the church certificate, because the registry one is recognized worldwide. So and I told her in a letter, in a supporting letter though, she should write it there that they got married on so date 4 months back, and they should talk about the traditional and the church wedding. But for her to fill the application, she should add the registry one, and she should add the certificate of marriage of, she can add the certificate of marriage of both, but I believe the registry one will be fine, even if it's only that. So we also included extracted WhatsApp conversation. These are not screenshots, these are the actual extract of WhatsApp conversations. This is also to further proof that these are actual conversations. These are not doctored images. We didn't Photoshop the images of our conversation. So I think that is really important to add extracted WhatsApp conversation. Also, last but not the least, is money transfer from sponsor to applicant and applicant to sponsor, back and forth. Also included is bank statement in the UK. You included is Nigerian bank statement. I also included my Nigerian bank statement, and we both highlighted the ones that were sent to between me and him. The one of his, he highlighted it, okay, this is the one going into my account, and the ones that I sent to him, I highlighted as well going into his account. Also, we also highlighted the ones that we sent to our event planner, because during the wedding we're sending money to our event planner for event planning. So we highlighted our name. Thankfully, our account had our company's name on it, so proof that truly that's the event planner. And we wrote it there that highlighted money transfer between sponsor and applicant. So I believe that is that on the relationship document. Like I said, we're thorough, we went all in, and it was successful. And I believe, to be honest, that when it comes to UK spouse visa, you can do it. You don't have to use a lawyer, but if you want to use a lawyer just to be more confident, then you should definitely go ahead. I'm not going to lie to you, it's stressful. The anxiety of waiting for the result is crazy, but at the end of the day, it's all going to be worth it. It's when you have your partner with you. So thank you for watching today's video. The next video I'm going to be doing is going to be the financial documents. Please be on the lookout for that video, because I'm going to also be thorough and well detailed. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you guys, see ya.